Today's Thursday, December 6th.
It's really going to expose my uneducated mess of a mind that I have in sports.
Man, you were shooting here, and you hit like here.
Am I just a dumbass? Which, is very possible and actually might be a real thing.
Your wrist position in neutral is actually not straight. Your wrist position in neutral is at a 15 to 20 degree incline.
How close was your relationship with Campbell?
He's personable. He's definitely a player's coach.
It's weird that someone would break up with you when there's so much cake.
Oh!
Are you proposing childbirth microtransactions?
All right. So let me tell you about the reproductive system.
If the first thing that you notice during somebody's orgasm is the smell,
there's some questions that need to be asked.
Untitled After Dark.
Hello. I know I've said hello before, but I'll say it again. Hello. Welcome in. Honestly, I have to welcome myself back, and I have to welcome back Finn on the right side, because we have been gone for a very, 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 very long time. Well, it feels like a very long time. My brain is kind of mush. I just finished my semester. The reason why we haven't put a lot of things out is because of how busy our lives have been this semester. But we're glad. Corver, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I missed you, dude. I hope you're doing well too. I hope everybody that's listening into this is doing well, or will listen to this is doing well. Skidap, how you doing? It's been a very long time since I've actually seen you.
yeah, no kidding. Got my hair colored during a massive storm. I was sitting at a comic book shop getting bleach put in my hair.
Wait a minute, you were doing that? You were during the storm?
Yeah, last night.
First off, let me do this. I hope you don't mind me asking this on air. How is your area? Because I think it was Lincoln got hit with tornadoes?
No tornadoes touched down in Nebraska.
Really? Okay.
Only Iowa.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. My area, overall, pretty fine. Yeah, obviously, trees came down. They took out poles and lines. That's going to happen. That's not the biggest deal, though, at the end of the day. Because that's just trees. For the most part, houses weren't destroyed. For the most part, we didn't see. Jason's giggling because he sees me watching the volleyball match behind me.
I'm not giggling at that. I'm giggling at what Corver said. So Private Corver's in chat.
Oh, I don't have to switch that up.
Yeah, he's like, so you said no tornadoes touched down in Nebraska. So Corver's great with the zingers here. There weren't a lot of TDs in Nebraska in general this year.
No, there were a lot of TDs in Nebraska. The problem is that they weren't Nebraska TDs.
True. But glad that you're safe.
Yeah, but no. Lucky for me as an Iowa State Cyclones fan, there won't be a lot of TDs in Kansas this year that come from Kansas teams. Oh, you probably didn't see. Adrian Martinez committed to Kansas State.
I have no idea who this is. I don't know anything about the
Adrian Martinez.
Jesus Christ!
He was the quarterback for Nebraska this last year.
Okay.
he left Nebraska. He committed to Kansas State.
I don't know if it's just been so long or what, or maybe it's just the fact that it's becoming winter now. I'm looking at myself right now, and I look very pale. This is weird. It was off topic, but I realized, so you know how long it's been. I realized that I never said what today is, or what episode it is, or what the hell is going on. So today is December 16th, Thursday, 2021. Sorry, let me say that in a proper date format. Today is Thursday, December 16th, 2021. This is episode number 35, titled Season 3 Break. Why Season 3 Break? Well, Season 3, if I'm being 100% honest with you, has been a complete dud. We said at the end of Season 2 in spring that we had a lot of things planned for you, and we did. But then August hit when we were starting up Season 3, and life decided to go, hey, check this out. And then we had a lot of things to deal with this semester. I had school, a lot of school. a ton of school. I had 3 projects basically due in the past 2 weeks. Actually, during 1 week. Ski Dep has also had some projects to do and a lot of life changes happening too. So it's a dud because we didn't really get to do what we wanted to do. And that's fine. You know, hey, I mean, it's not like anybody watches this anyway. But so
That's us.
It's,
No, that's
it's
us.
the
That's
truth.
us.
It's the truth.
That's us.
The show is garbage. So
Guys, we hit 50 downloads. Can you believe that? We hit 50 downloads.
I also want to mention that somehow while we were away, we managed to gain like 17 followers. So I guess I should stop streaming. I should stop streaming if we gain more followers.
Holy shit,
even though
guys,
I don't really
we're
care
not going live anymore. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
I honestly don't care about followers because if I really cared about, getting partner and all those things, I mean, and people might call me out if like they really, really want to call me out. They'll dig through old episodes and say, "Oh yeah, I want to have this follower goal so that we could do this." I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's not like I'm doing this so I can make money and I can get famous and I can get on iHeartRadio and Fox Sports Radio or whatever radio thingy. I don't care about that.
We have goals, but at the same time, a goal is a goal. We're not fighting to reach. If we were fighting to reach that, we would have had episodes the last month. We didn't.
This has taken a backseat these past 3-4 months because hey, it's a hobby. It's a hobby, and yeah.
Like, I know that I said that this calendar year I was really gonna start grinding, like the content creation game. Really, like other stuff came up, and that's how it happens. But like, Jason, why did we start this podcast? Do you remember the reason that we started it?
Well, there's a pandemic going on. I mean, you could make the argument, and I would still make the argument that there's a pandemic going on. There's a pandemic going on, just less so in the United States because the United States.
99% of the New York Knicks are fucking out.
Yeah, the NBA's and COVID's coming back as a problem for a lot of people.
Adam Silver's got to shut down the league, man.
Premier League wants to shut down too.
Good. No, seriously, they want to shut down, get it under control, then start back up.
I agree with that. But why did we start this? Let me remember this. So we wanted to be different, is what I remember. And in my opinion, we were different. We were different in both good and bad ways. But I'm not gonna say I'm not proud of what we were able to do because honestly, the biggest thing that I took from this that I didn't expect to be talking to loads of different people. And I'm so glad of the different amount of people that I was able to talk to and meet. And I without our stupid idea that we created at 2 a.m. Actually, I didn't. It was you. You created it at 2 a.m.
It was me. I'm the stupid one.
I'm pretty sure you created it while you were under the influence of alcohol too. By the way, I remember laying down
very drunk.
I remember laying down in this bed, eating chips and salsa. I do remember that.
Yep.
And laying in the dark.
I was so drunk because I had nothing else to do. What the fuck else was I supposed to do? I was just drinking.
I remember why we started actually now. And I still have that Google Doc.
Oh yeah, that doc can probably burn.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I can go ahead and print that out and probably just.
I'm gonna keep it for posterity's sake for sure.
Basically, we created it because we had stories to tell and we wanted to share them, and we wanted a way to share them. Have we told all the stories that we said we were going to? Absolutely not, because we get sidetracked as all hell. And
we really should never tell all the stories that we want to tell.
Yeah, not all of them.
What? No, the reason that you're thinking, 100%. The reason that I'm trying to promote here, the day that we tell all of our stories is the day that we run out of content to produce. And I don't want to run out of that. I was asked a couple weeks ago, right? What's your dream job? And ooh, I burped. You know it's going to be a good episode.
That was lovely to anybody that actually listens to us on Spotify is going to hear that. I apologize. By the way, thank you, Garbage Sheep, for coming in here.
Ooh, Garbage Sheep?
Garbage Sheeps, yeah. Garbage Sheeps, yeah.
Garbage Sheep, yeah! But What was I saying? I can't remember exactly what I was saying. What was I saying?
You were talking about the day we run out of stories to tell.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was asked a couple weeks ago, what is your dream job? I said, probably a YouTuber. And they go, why? You know, do you just not want to work? And I go, no, I want to work. I love working.
YouTube is work, though.
The jobs that I've had, I have enjoyed them while I had them. Looking back on all of the jobs that I've had up to the current one that I currently hold, not, they weren't good jobs because I didn't work with good people. But I would love to just make YouTube videos for a living because I just want to bring people content. I just want to bring people something. Stories, knowledge, so many things. I just want to bring people something. And that's a large part of the reason why I was like, hey, Jason, let's make a podcast. It really was. And you know that. I feel you have to know that.
Well, you've always been that one that wants to you want to be a content creator. You've always been one that wants to push stuff out and be creative. You have a very creative mind. And honestly, I take a little bit of issue with and I don't know. I take a little bit of issue with people saying that, or when somebody asks why you don't want to work. YouTube is work. Content creation is a lot of work. There's a lot of things that this is just Twitch, but there are a lot of things that nobody will ever understand has gone behind just this production, if you want to call it a production. There was a lot of thought that did go into this. I still have like the 4-hour conversation that we had when we were developing everything about this. We did it over a span of 2 days, just developing a concept. And then there's the equipment, learning how to use the equipment and software required for this. There's the logistics of like, okay, let's communicate with other people and see who's available, and let's see if we can do this. There's a lot of work. And if it wasn't a lot of work, then we would have been able to do this show the past 4 weeks. We haven't, though, 4 or 5 weeks, because it takes time. I mean, for me,
it takes time and effort.
So
and it's not even so much the time. I would argue it's not even so much the time, right? Time is an important factor, but more so it's the effort. And when you're putting effort into 1.5 million things like, college students do, you don't have time to put in that effort. And so, like, it's... Oh, fuck. Oh, man! Pitt's smoking us!
This is what I feared. The fact that you're watching the volleyball game, you get so easily distracted that you're not going to be able to finish your thoughts.
Nah, dude, I'm not... I'm checking in every few points. Holy shit.
You were talking about something really important, dude, and then you kind of just flatlined. You flatlined
okay.
there.
But here's the thing, right? Time is a commodity, and effort is a product of time. Time isn't the issue; it's the effort that you have to put in. The more effort you have to put in, the more time it requires. Very, very typically.
And I put
you ever max out on squat?
No.
I have. Quite a bit. I max out on squat every day. I haven't finished 10... So I typically try to finish 10 sets of squat every day. Right? And that's with weight, I should say. I usually go... oh, shit. What's my split? I can do it. I just can't remember what it is. It's like a muscle memory thing. What is it? 10, 8, 8, 5, 5.
And anyway, what are you trying to get to here?
Okay, so I usually do 10, 8, 8, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, right? Those last 3 sets, the ones, they'll take up to a minute for me to get up. I've had that before because I have to put in more effort than ever. That first one is, I think, usually between 10 to 15 pounds below the best that I've ever hit every time. You know? If I hit that, the second one is the best that I've ever hit. Because if I fail that, I'm fine with it. I'm good. I'm good. You know? I've hit my max for the day. If I hit that, I go up. If I fail that, whatever. But it takes so much time for the maximum effort. I feel like we've never put in anything less than the maximum effort than we can for this podcast.
I will say this. You have come
aside from one episode, which we never released.
I could think of more than one, but my point that I wanted to get across is that you have a lot of these ideas that I have tried meticulously to put to not life. I don't want to use the word life, but basically, I'm very meticulous in the way I do things behind the scenes production wise. Like I've wanted to make sure that I've wanted to make sure that everything sounds good, everything looks okay, and everything's running as smoothly as possible. And I try to make sure I do that every single time. So basically, while I'm co-hosting, I'm also looking at pictures. How are everything doing? I'm looking at the bitrate stream of how that's going too. I'm looking at the audio levels, the visual, the VUs, and seeing are we going into red too much, or how is it clipping. So there's a lot of, I think it's just my background and what I used to do in high school, and just being the audio nerd that I was. I'm not an audiophile. I'm just an audio nerd. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people that will be like, oh yeah, you need the gold plated. This and anything less than $2,000 is garbage. No, I'm not one of those. Man,
if you don't have Sennheiser fucking HGML 2021s, you're fucking no. Dude, you're a nerd. I get that. I
can bring out the audio amplifier that I created, and then all the audio files will be so triggered. I did Google that, Corver. I didn't really understand it though. So elaborate on it. You could elaborate that for me in chat. But yeah, the audio amplifier that I had to create for one of my classes, I could bring that out, and all the audio files will be so triggered, and they'll just be like, "What the hell is that? Get that garbage out of my face! You were an embarrassment to audio." I don't care though. I just wanted to make something that worked. But here's the thing: I want to make stuff that I want to be able to utilize the materials and the equipment and software and the knowledge that I have to make something that is functional and pleasant for you guys and for everybody, because we could have the garbage audio running at sampled at 8,000 samples per second, so it's just so muffled and garbage, and I could lower down my internet. I could stream over Wi-Fi and have all my wireless devices. I could basically, what I could do if I really, really didn't care about quality, I could go download CSGO on my laptop over here, and then do a CSGO update on my computer right now. The one I mainly stream on. Then I don't care. But the fact that I limit on what I'm doing is there's a lot that I don't think anybody will really understand. Even though the show has been the way it is, material and content wise, I've always wanted to make sure that every part of it looks and sounds good, because I try to take a lot of pride in what I do and the pride in the work that I do, and given the ideas and everything that SkiDap has, I try to make them work, or make them blossom even further in the best way possible I can. You could call me a producer, because that's what producers do, but I don't like being referred to as a producer.
Well, okay, so I'm going to claim this podcast as my own. It's ours, you know.
I
It
honestly,
is ours.
I have no qualms with you claiming it.
But I'm the one that puts money into it, so I'm going to claim it as mine for the sake of I told you during I think it was season 3. I swear it was season 3. I go, yo, executive producer, that's you. You are the producer. You're the one that runs the technical stuff. No, Andrew, it's not yours. Fuck off. Get fucked.
I love how.
All right, there's an intruder in your home. All right, suck it. I don't know if I used that meme right. I don't know. I just watched the Mandela Files the other day, but like, you know, I heard oil. That shit is mine.
I mean, he is in the military, so he's got a point.
You are an army cuck. But I told you, like, straight up, like, you're the executive producer. The decisions that you make on the technical side, that's all you, because you know more than I do, for sure. I can DJ shit. I know some audio stuff to the point of plugging in my equipment.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Turning it off and on again is about it. Like like seriously, I like for the most part, what I know is the bare minimum that I've ever needed to know. And it's not because I don't want to know more, it's because it gets so technical. I don't have the time. I don't. Like you've taken college courses on audio engineering. You're an electrical engineer. That's right up your alley, technically. Engineering's not my shit. I can tell you that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I can explain to you exactly why creatine is good for you. I don't know why the fuck my subwoofer slaps on Club Pour by Tiny Meat Gang and not on Broke Bitch by Tiny Meat Gang. And Broke Bitch has more bass.
Frequency response. I want you to do this. Change your name on Twitter, not your handle, just your name. Change your name to content creator engineer. Do that.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Content creator engineer. That's what you're gonna be.
Right now, live.
Because I can make an argument for engineering for a lot of things. When I think of engineering is just a very creative process. It's very creative and very technical. I would argue that creative content is very creative and very technical. It's technical in a legal way because you gotta be worried about the law and the things you do. I actually have I met somebody whose father works for an insurance company and this insurance company represented the Paul brothers. Yeah, that was fun. Apparently, I heard to quote the relayed message. Quote, the Paul brothers are idiots. So there's a lot of engineering behind that too, because you got to engineer your way through the legal system. I'm probably using that term incorrectly, but people, the actual hardcore engineers will get mad at me about that. But hey, whatever. I mean, people get mad at me all the time. You're never gonna satisfy everybody.
No, never. I mean, Jake Paul had a diss track made by his brother. What the fuck?
I don't even know if I want to talk about the Paul brothers just because I don't want to have an aneurysm.
I mean, hey.
One of my goals is to not die tonight. Because you're talking about goals earlier. One of my goals is to not die tonight. And I feel like the Paul brothers come in here. Or what, Lonely Island? I don't know. Not Lonely. Sorry, the Lonely Island. The Island Boys? Is that what they are? I don't know. Some stupid.
Yeah, Island Boys.
No, I don't want to start on that. I just felt like I was losing IQ points and losing brain cells just listening to them talk. But no, I mean, life goes on. We've done. I mean, technically, yes, Corver is an island boy. He is in the wonderful, wonderful state of Hawaii.
He's in the wonderful state of the islands.
I actually have a question for you, Corver. What do you hear the most from from people that actually live on the island or from Hawaii? Did I say Hawaii, Hawaii? Which one do you hear the most? Which one do you hear the most? Do you hear Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii?
You probably hear
I don't know.
Hawaii because he lives on a military base.
Probably Hawaii. Did I say Hy-Vee?
So okay, so in my experience from speaking to, I have limited experience, right? And I'm only giving this for commentary purposes. In my experience, people from Hawaii call it Hawaii.
Like Hawaii, right?
Like basically a syllable, Hawaii. But most most of the people that are from Hawaii are natives. And those people that are natives don't live on the Big Island. But the people that live on the Big Island of Hawaii have a lot of tourists that come around. They call it Hawaii. And so, you hear Hawaii a lot. It's kind of like
Corver
it's kind of like envelope versus envelope, caramel versus caramel.
Corver has a correction for you though. He's saying so. You said that Big Island is mostly tourists. He says to correct him, and I'm going to trust him here because he actually lives in Hawaii. Big Island is mostly natives, and he thinks that you're mixing up Big Island with Oahu.
I definitely am. Is the Big Island not Oahu?
I don't know how many Hawaiian islands there are.
7? It's either 5 or 7.
Do you actually wonder if King's Hawaiian bread is actually from Hawaii? Did that
originally it was, yes.
Okay, I'm not
originally
sure.
It was.
Just because there's these things that
okay, no, sorry, no. Like I always hear it called the Big Island of Hawaii.
So for those
I always hear
listening,
it called the Big Island of Hawaii. So I never just imagined it being called Hawaii. 7. Okay, cool. I like because it's called the Big Island of Hawaii. I never imagined it being called Hawaii. I interrupted you. Also, get fucked.
Well, that was a criticism of the show, is that you always interrupt me.
I was a criticism of the show is also that you always get off topic.
That was a criticism.
Yeah, I assume we heard it from the same person.
Probably.
Yeah, like a month apart.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
They made an appearance.
I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly when I heard it.
I don't know, but they made an appearance, and then they decided, you know what? You're not the problem, Finn.
The last 4 months have been such a roller coaster that I cannot remember. The last 4 months have flown by, but at the same time, so much has happened in the last 4 months that I can't remember when things happened, to be honest. Corver says every time Finn cuts Jason off, I'm just going to remind Finn that Daft Punk. Should I title this episode Epilogue, Corver? Is that what should I do that?
Stop. I'm already super emotional. Don't.
Sam's Dresden, what's up?
That's interesting. Welcome
Hit
in.
him with the exclamation point. Cake.
Oh boy, I thought I disabled that command. I guess I didn't. I actually do need to disable that command.
No, absolutely not. Let's see you, baby girl.
I didn't buy any cheesecake today, or whatever.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
show us them cheeks.
There.
No.
Hold on, hey, we got the command for both of us. I think on the same time we got to do it then.
Cool. All right, let's see it. Let's see you first.
No, we're doing it at the same time.
All right.
I will literally do it at the same. I will literally do it too.
Woo! All right, let's get it.
All right. There's that. All right.
That's the best I can give you guys. I'm sorry.
I got a little bit of a belly just because I haven't been able to go to the gym since school started, basically.
Bro, so I love this sweatshirt that I got on, right? Gotta rep the boys. Quincy Crow! Woo! The issue is sleeves too tight. Fit too boxy.
Oh, I hate that.
That's the issue. That's the issue.
Wait a minute,
the fit isn't right.
Aren't baseball shirts kind of like that too? Like tight sleeves, but kind of a little bit loose on the torso.
But there's a reason for that. Is the sleeves loosen up around the shoulder ish?
Because I have a couple
boxy.
of like baseball cut long sleeve shirts, like like the basically the
Oh,
3/4.
you mean raglans? Yeah,
is that what they're
like
like?
raglans.
Yeah, like the 3/4 sleeve, like that, like stop here.
They're called a raglan.
I didn't know that. I've always, whenever I've bought them, they're always advertised as baseball style.
Right, no, exactly. And you can, but if you ever see a raglan, and it's, and it looks about that length, it's a baseball shirt essentially. So the reason they do that is because it keeps the wrists completely free, like guaranteed, right? And it will loosen up around the shoulder because it starts to get boxier. The reason that it's tight around the arm is because it can be. And it takes less fabric then. It makes sense when you look at it from a commercial standpoint and you realize that it was originally a style created by very small companies or individuals, potentially. Because it's been the style since the 80s.
Yes, I remember. I think even the
maybe even the 70s or 60s. Like straight up, it's been around for
70s.
a long ass time.
It was in the 70s. I remember seeing it in the 70s.
It's been around for a long ass time. It might have been one person.
And
they were like, let's
people might
see how we can just
people might be saying like, oh wait, how does he know he remembers seeing it in the 70s? I apologize. I remember seeing it in photos and video and film
Jason's
from the 70s.
Actually, fucking 90.
Yes, I wasn't born in the 90s. I just am 90. That's why I get my grade A dad jokes from.
Exactly.
How's the volleyball game going, by the way? Who's winning? Please don't. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because you're just gonna start going off on it. No. Pitt. Wait a minute.
It's 1-0. You win sets, you win the game.
Real quickly though, is shoot, what's her name? I forgot her name. Why did I forget her name? I can't remember her name anymore. God, I shouldn't forget her name. Libero.
Play for who?
Played for Iowa State, then transferred to Pitt. I don't remember her name. Haley Hilligus. There we go.
Oh no, not even close.
Did she graduate?
Oh, long time ago. 2019.
Whoa, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, long time ago.
Can you believe 2019 was
Isn't
2
that
years
weird
ago?
to say 2 years ago is a long time ago?
That's last year kind of didn't happen.
3 seasons.
Last year was a weird year for all of us.
2018 was literally 3 seasons ago. Isn't that wild?
2018, if you don't consider the season.
2019 was 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, 2019. You said 2018.
Because did I?
Yeah.
Well, no, I said 2019, but I think that
you said 19, and then just now you said 18, but that's irrelevant.
I feel like it's the way that I said it. Might have sounded like 18 because 1918 sound close. Anyway, 2021, 2020, also 2020, 2018. You could argue 4 seasons, but I'll say 3.
I'll say 3 also.
Because there were 2 2020 seasons.
How?
The Big 12 had 2 seasons. I think a couple of other conferences did. But I'm not gonna say for certain.
I have no clue how sports happened in 2020 in collegiate sports.
So fall of 2020, the Big 12 had a season, right? They did it the way that they did it in 2021, where it was each team will play in a place 2 games, 2 matches. And that's the series. Everybody knows, typically in volleyball, you'll play 2 separate matches in a season, 1 home, 1 away. Everybody knows that. My mom, your dog, your sister, your grandmother.
My dog died at the beginning of the season.
That was a joke, by the way.
I know.
Okay, good. But everybody knows that's typically how it goes. The Big 12 did it, so it was blocks. they could effectively trace that way where any active COVID cases came from.
So are you saying like they basically drew out the season? What I mean by drew out is they like basically extended it
No, actually, it was
period?
it was shorter.
Shorter?
They finished the season on time. Technically, it was shorter because instead of having, a game on like a Wednesday and a Saturday, they would have a game on Thursday and a game on Saturday. Considerably shorter when you really actually look at it. And then they played other matches in the spring. Baylor lost in the spring of 2021. They lost to
Texas State.
No, not Texas State. North Texas, actually.
Dude, this guy's a liar.
I am a liar. Yeah, no. They lost to North Texas. You remember watching North Texas. They played in Ames in 2017.
Were they like a Hunter
The Big
Green?
Green. They have a movie.
Yeah,
about them.
I do. Yeah, I remember this. I do remember this.
Yeah, Big Green.
Yeah,
Texas
I had questions
blew
about that.
through their matches. Texas was such a.
What has Texas not been a powerhouse in volleyball?
program. I love volleyball. I fucking love volleyball. Also need to pee. Wow, what a roof! Oh, damn! Okay, go off, Kubik. All right.
Did anybody just witness what I just witnessed? I just saw like 3 different personalities just come out right in like a span of 1.5 seconds. Did anybody except
What a
me?
roof. Oh shit! Nebraska's up 17-10
What is going on?
in set 2. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Can you run an ad for Cyclin Strength real quick?
Let me pull up the website and I could do an ad read here.
Pull up the website, but also throw in your own stuff because their website, holy shit, whoever runs their website needs to be fired because damn, that shit's outdated. They haven't even uploaded a blog post since like March.
Let's see. Ah, yes. Okay, the website is still here. So you go ahead and tinkle. Just make sure you mute your microphone this time because the last time you tinkled, we heard the toilet.
Good.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. There we go. I'm just gonna mute him first, just in case. Ad read today. All right, Cyclone Strength. Let's see. Okay, so you can't change the weather, but you can change yourself. As we've noticed, over the past year, Iowa's been hit by some very strong weathers and some severe weather, but we've been able to change ourselves as individuals. Cyclone Strength is committed to you. Their team of highly trained professionals know that it's not easy figuring out how to achieve your goals. So, let Cyclone Strength do that for you. With years of experience and plenty of knowledge to boot, we're sure that we can find the right tools to weather any storm. Talk to a professional today and see if it's right for you. There's no commitment, no pressure, no obligation, and they offer a free consultation. To sign up for the newsletter or for more information, go to www.cyclone. I apologize. I swear I can read. Please go to www.cyclonestrength.org. That is CYCLONE strength STRENGTH.org. They also respect your privacy. So I can read more about Cyclone Strength. So how did Cyclone Strength begin? Well, Cyclone Strength was founded at the beginning of this year, in January 2021. It wasn't founded out of greed or ego. It was founded out of passion. A passion to help people reach their goals in a way that would work from anywhere in the world. We got to remember, these people started a business during the pandemic. And trying to start a personal training program and fitness business during the pandemic where you cannot be with people, it's a little bit of a challenge. But they are willing to work from anywhere in the world. They're not a gym. They're not trying to sell you a dream or a membership card that you use only once this month and then forget about it for a year. Their motto is, we're here to sell you a forecast for the weeks to come. You can't predict the weather without the right tools, and they have those right tools. Again, they offer free consultation, whether you want to know if we're the right fit for you, or if you're not sure whether this journey is the right move, they can help you decide that. You could chat with them. Again, www.cyclinstrength.org. And feel free to check out their blog that they have. It's a very professional looking website here and a very nice logo. So go ahead and check that out. I might have to check it out sometime because, your boy has been lacking and been more on the pizza train for the past 4 months, unfortunately. Not the most ideal thing, but hey, what are you going to do? That's why Cyclin Strength is there for you. Welcome back, Finn. Hopefully, let's see. There you are. Let me unmute you. There you go. Oh, shit. That's not what I want to do. Don't full screen me.
Oh, goodness. Hey, thank you for the kind words. I absolutely appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, I own Cyclin Strength. I only said that because I really needed to pee, and we don't have sponsors. We likely will not take sponsors.
I'm not a greedy individual.
For a good amount of time. Unless, I don't know. I'm not going to let Jason be the guy that does the negotiating with sponsors. I'm going to do that because I have a vision for, I feel like, what we want to do when it comes to money-wise. And at the end of the day, this is only costing me money.
By the way, reminds me, I got to pay you for podcast overages for October, I believe it is. So
what?
I got to do that. I got to do that after show.
We went over in October?
Yes, I think we went over by 3 hours.
Oh shit! Okay.
I think it was October. There was 1 month we went over, so I got to reimburse my boy here.
Absolutely no. And I told Jason, I was like, "Yo, man, hey, look, when I told him I was getting a Buzzsprout account for us, right?" He goes, "If you want me to help pay for it," and I go, "No, absolutely not." But then later, I was like, okay, I feel like it would be fair if he pays for, if Jason pays for the overages, because that costs $3 per hour, I think.
I believe it
is. If I remember correctly. Something like that. And he has access to the account. He knows how much it is.
I actually don't know how much you actually pay because I haven't dug into. I'm not a nosy individual. I'm not going to deal with that.
I mean, you can check. It's not a big deal. I don't care. It's not like I'm trying to flex that shit on you. I don't try to flex that shit on anybody because it's something that I decided that I was gonna, put my money and my effort into.
Yeah, it's more of a moral thing. I don't want to look at that stuff because it's not my business.
Yeah, like go ahead, man. It's our show. At the end of the day, yeah, I claim it, absolutely. But it's our show. You and I do this together. You need to know what we're doing. Period. But a big thing is, Jason puts in so much effort. So much more effort than I do. And I told him, I was like, you know more than I do when it comes to this stuff. So I'm trying, and if I didn't tell you that, you know more than I do when it comes to this stuff. So I'm putting it in your hands is what I'm doing. Because you know more than I do. I can learn it, absolutely. But I also don't know if I'm capable of it, is the problem. But you definitely are. More than anything, you seem like it takes nothing for you. It takes a little bit of time.
I've been doing it for years, that's why. I've been doing it since I was a 8th grader, I think, maybe. Freshman in high school.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, it seems so easy for you when you do it. Like when we did a live episode, damn, dude.
I messed up on the audio just because we didn't have the adequate amount of testing that I wanted to do. Basically, we didn't sound check.
And the funny thing is, nobody gave a shit. Because guess what? It's a podcast that 7 people listen to. Andrew, I'm gonna fucking ban you from chat. You can fucking suck my butt, dude.
I want to remind everybody that this podcast is not for anyone. This is for mature audiences only.
Under the age of 16, we'll say.
I mean, granted,
this podcast's not for anybody under the age of 16. Sug my fucking butt, dude.
I expected you to dab on this. You've seen that video, right?
Oh, suck my fucking butt, dude.
A chokama. Chokama, what you say? Chokama cock. If you haven't seen that video, you guys need to look. I think it's just called Ligma. I think it's just called Ligma. You guys gotta find that video on YouTube. It's so good. It's so good.
I have to say something that like okay, so like I'm super egotistical.
Oh really?
So, wow. Okay. And so Jason, no, don't.
I'm not.
Okay. Cool.
If we're gonna say anything about Bosa, I'm gonna say Nick Bosa.
Chat. I let him win in the group chat. Not nope. He's not gonna win on my fucking podcast. But like, okay, so I'm super egotistical. I have to see myself on camera. I don't know if you're the same, Jason.
Nah.
But like,
you gotta remember, I'm used to being behind the scenes, so like.
Well, I'm on camera now, you know.
Yeah. I'm on camera too, which ends weird, but
I have to see myself. You know, if I'm not a big part of it or anything like that, like, you know, anytime I've been on around the corn or anything like that, I haven't needed to really like look at myself. Like that's different, you know. This is something where I care about it a lot, actually. And so, like, I have to see myself on camera. If you haven't noticed, I tend to mess with my hair a lot. And it's not for no reason. Anytime I mess with my hair, it's because I'm like, oh shit, something's out of place. I gotta try and fix it right now. At the same time, wow, this is weird, right? My hair is parted not right on the side with the length that it's at. It's parted like right here. That never happens. That's the way that my hairdresser dried it. Not dyed it. She dyed it like this. She dried it like this. Wow. I don't like it. It feels too soft. It reminds me too much of one of, potentially both, of, you know, it reminds me of two characters in Squid Game, right?
Did you say Squid Game?
Squid Game. I don't know, it's just how I said it at the moment. Squid Game, you know? I don't like it. Overall, I don't like it. I'll probably keep it like this for, you know, maybe another day. Overall, I'm not a fan.
Weren't you just saying, though, before we went live, that look at this hair color, dude? It's sick.
Dude, this hair color is sick. It's silver as fuck. Like, you guys can't see it because of the purple, but like, woo! Ooh, look at that. Ooh, baby. I'm a fan of this color. Hell yes.
Now do I need to put you in horny jail?
I'm horny for my fucking hair. Hell
I
yeah.
need to put this man in horny jail, dude.
Fucking bonk the shit out of me, dude. Let's get it.
I think you just bonked the shit out of the floor right there.
No, that was just my remote. Gotta get that LED remote, you know?
Dude, that looks so sketchy, that remote. It looks like a, basically, a paper. It just looks like paper, and like the buttons are just so hard to press that they're kind of just, I don't even know, paper. They just look like paper. It looks like one of those toy remotes that just has a stick. What are you doing? Let's not. Let's save your glasses. Save the glass. But anyway, onwards and outwards. So, 2021, we're reaching the end of it here. Skeet Up, I think you wanted to talk about 2021, unless you already talked about it.
Was this the episode, or was the one that we're going to record later the episode that I wanted to talk about that? I think it was the one that I wanted to record.
I guess we'll record one later.
Yeah, no, Sunday.
Sunday. By the way, Sunday I will be at some basketball games, but I should have time.
I mean, in the evening, right?
Yeah, I mean the women's game is at 5:00 Central Time. But that, you know, women's games only last like an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes, so that should be all right. Basically, I should be home in time for the Sunday Night Football game, which I have no idea who plays this Sunday, and I don't really care that much. NFL's too long, the season's too long. I don't like 17 games this season. But So I actually do have a question for you though, Skidap. So on my way here,
Absolutely.
back to Ames, I was, I've been listening to a lot of Fox Sports Radio, and I was listening to The Odd Couple, Chris Broussard, and I can't remember the other name. My bad.
Okay.
So they played, not played. They read a quote from Dabo Swinney, head coach of the Clemson Tigers football team, and he was complaining about the transfer portal and he's saying, "Oh, like mental health is a big thing. Like these kids need to get an education. With transfer portal, they're not gonna graduate and get their degrees." I don't know enough about the transfer portal to really understand the gripes behind it or anything. What are your opinions on the transfer portal and like everything that's been going on? Because we've had a lot of people enter the transfer portal in the offseason here, or even if you want to call it the offseason, college football offseason.
The transfer portal is an incredible thing. And the issue that we run into is not that it's not what people think it is. The issue that we run into is players getting greedy because they're kids that have never they've never learned about money. I'll be the first to say, didn't know shit about money until about 2 months ago. I have 531 NFTs in my collection right now.
Oh boy.
Highest one, last offer I got, 330 Ethereum. Do you know what the value of Ethereum is right now?
Isn't it like $2,000? Maybe more. I don't remember.
Close to $4,000. So 330 Ethereum is a little bit over $1.25 million if my thinking is correct. Just got raised so high. No, dude, seriously, guys that are huge into crypto fucking suck. I'm not huge into crypto. You know what I am huge into? Whatever the fucking new wave is. I don't give a fuck. NFTs are fucking dumb. You know how many NFTs I got? Millions. Why? Right click, save as. Who gives a fuck? It's a fucking JPEG or a PNG. Holy shit.
They couldn't even take the time to make it a scaling vector graphic.
You know why I own these NFTs?
The troll.
Because they're going to make me money. They will. I listed the one that was offered 330 ETH for 333 ETH because it's a fun number. 333 is kind of a fun number. I'm not going to lie.
Side note, that was actually the course number of one of my classes this semester.
Damn, I assume that you got a C+.
I don't know what I got yet. Probably an A. But...
Nope, not a lot. Anyway.
Get on my fucking level.
Like, I really didn't. My credit score sucks ass.
Yikes.
My net worth? Shit. Because cryptocurrency doesn't count towards your net worth. Sorry, all you fucking crypto bros. You're not worth shit. All your fucking moon portal tokens. Sorry.
Which is exactly why...
Your Shiba that you own? Get fucked.
This is exactly why Corver said his virginity just got restored.
No, exactly. Like, that kind of shit doesn't count towards my net worth. It doesn't count towards anything that I have. Like, I'm part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't give... Like, I can't remember exactly what I traded some dude 1-for-1 NFTs. His now is worth way less than mine that I got from him. But, like, I don't give a shit. I had some dude message me on Twitter, yo, dude, I saw that you got one of these. I'm supposed to offer you this art piece. Nah, dude. What?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now, to be honest.
No, I got offered, like, actual art. Like, art that I can hang on my wall. Not just a one-of-one, like, an original, like, multi-$1,000 art piece, right? I don't know if that shit's real. Right? But I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to ride a wave. I never got talked to it as a kid about money, though. Like, if a kid asks their parents how much they make, their parents should tell them. They like genuinely should tell them. You know, oh son, I make $68,000 a year. Why? Well, that's what they want to pay me. Okay, yeah, answer your kids' questions. What does a mortgage mean? I didn't learn what a mortgage meant until I was 19 years old.
Dude, I still don't even know what I'm 23.
Essentially, you sell your home to a bank, and then you pay the bank. Because they gave you money. But you pay them more at the end of the day than they gave you. Sound familiar?
Sounds like student loans.
Sounds like a loan, yeah, exactly. Because that's what it is. Now, a home loan, pretty straightforward, obviously. It's a loan or a home. Yeah, no, that one's pretty straightforward. Like, everybody gets that. Like, holy shit, man. All this shit that we kind of go through, that we have to go through, because of the economy that a fucking Republican president fucked up. Nobody talks to us about this shit because they don't want to seem weak to their kids. Same reason why guys feel like it's never okay to ever do anything.
So how does this relate to the transfer portal, by the way? What are you trying to get at?
Because kids are chasing the bag.
So they're entering the transfer portal to chase the bag? Because I know nothing of the transfer portal. I absolutely know nothing.
NIL. They're able to chase NIL deals now.
So are you saying they entered the transfer portal so they can get a better deal from a different school?
Sometimes.
Because I still am learning.
Sometimes.
I'm still learning about how NIL is affecting everything.
So 100% sometimes. Some HBCU just got the biggest signing of the year with the number one overall 2022 prospect. All because he signed a $1.5 million Barstool deal. And he can now play for Dion Sanders as his coach. Wouldn't you want to play for Dion Sanders?
You mean Dion Sanders?
Sorry, Dion. My bad.
To be honest, no. I'll be honest with you, no.
I would. The man has so much experience. He has so much experience. Just by default, Dion Sanders has more knowledge than any coach could ever give you. Any white guy with a curved bill cap and a headset could tell you how to play better. Yeah, easy. So could the guy sitting in the recliner. Dion Sanders could actually teach you what you need to do to be better. Because he did it to be better.
By the way, for those that are unaware, Dion Sanders, I believe he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, and he was a multi-sport athlete. He played in the Major League Baseball. Yeah.
If he's not a Hall of Famer, he will be, for sure. For sure. Also, when I was a kid, I definitely thought that his name was Davion.
Dion. Maybe his name is Davion, but he goes by Dion. Who knows? All knows he's prime time.
Oh, yeah. Prime time.
Prime time.
You gotta love prime time, man. But he, oh my God. No, name, image, and likeness, more than anything, has leveled the playing field for a lot of schools. But it's also set a lot of schools back. Iowa State's one of those schools, right?
We lost a lot of people.
And I'm not saying that all of these kids are chasing NIL. Because a good amount of them are. Ones like Aisheem Young. I genuinely cried when Leon Sandcastle. But okay, Aisheem Young. When it was announced that he had entered the transfer portal, I actually cried a little bit because I love Aisheem. Holy shit, I love Aisheem Young. Favorite player on the entire roster the last season. Last 2 seasons, actually. I swear he doesn't get ejected for targeting in the Big 12 championship for leading with his shoulder. We win, guaranteed.
I'd make the argument that if Purdy didn't throw 2 interceptions, also that would also make help. But I have my own opinions on Purdy.
Neither of those interceptions turned into points though.
I thought they did. Pretty sure they did. I thought they scored.
Maybe I'm wrong, but not on the immediate
those.
drive. Not on the immediate drive, because neither of them turned into straight like pick sixes.
No, the ensuing drive turned into it. But anyway,
I might be wrong. It's been a long time since then.
Yeah.
Lots happened since then. Baylor got good at football since then, and that doesn't happen a lot. We had the most respectful Big 12 championship in history since then. That doesn't happen ever. But regardless, Hakeem Young, beyond a difference maker for Iowa State, right? He leaves. I'm sad. I'm down fucking bad. I don't think he's chasing money. I think he's chasing development that he doesn't think that he can get at Iowa State. And that's usually what the transfer portal was for, before NIL. But now that we have NIL, we've got some people that, are going to leave because they think that they can get something somewhere different. And it's not going to be a bigger name school than Iowa State, and they know that. But they can get a little more money somewhere else. And that's fair. Chase that bag. Fuck yeah. Get that cheddar, brother. I'm the same age as a lot of these guys. You're the same age as some of these guys.
I'm actually older, to be honest.
No, that's why I said some.
Yeah, some. I'm as old as a grad or like the 5th year. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I actually believe I am the same age as Jordan Bohannon. Yes, some people go to college for 7 years. They're called doctors.
Shit. He still has his redshirt year, by the way. If he stops playing now, he could redshirt. And then we'd have him for 9 years.
Let's move on. Let's move on. I was at the Iowa game.
Anyway,
I was at the
usual Bohannon. I can't remember her name now. The Hawaiian player for Nebraska is an. Oh yes, she serves for Stivrins. Anyway, back on topic. Yeah, you genuinely have to understand, right? 90% of college athletes don't make money on sports. This isn't just a good thing for them. It's the best thing for them. To be able to finally chase the bag. LeBron James has a $226 million deal for 4 years with the Los Angeles Lakers. Who was mad? How many people were mad?
Everybody's mad at LeBron anyway.
Oh, everybody's mad at LeBron. Who was mad that he signed for that much?
Wouldn't be able to.
Single person. Mike Trout signs a 13-year. No, sorry, not 13 because that was Bryce Harper. No, Bryce Harper's 12 years.
Quick question. I don't know.
Bryce Harper's 3 years. Or sorry. I need to keep my train of thought real quick so I remember numbers. Bryce Harper, 12 years, $386 million. Mike Trout, 11 years because he had 1 year left on his previous contract. $408 million, I think. Patrick Mahomes was the 13 years because he signed a $500 million contract. Who was mad about any of those? Not a single fucking person. But no, some college kid signs a $30,000 deal with Barstool.
Skeet up, look at chat.
Can I ban him?
No, you will not ban him. You were not banning him.
Bitch. What a fucking cuck.
But so I don't know about the NBA. I don't know if they have a salary cap, but that's irrelevant right now.
They do.
One of the
only sport to not have a salary cap is actually the MLB.
Baseball. Okay. What are the things that what are the points made on my way back when I was listening about this? Is that I don't remember who it is, but they were making the point that saying like NIL allows college athletes to learn how to start a business or give them basically a startup cost. Give them the money to start their own business.
Yep.
Before NIL, this wouldn't happen, and they made the argument that the transfer portal, and like you said that the transfer portal allows them for a greater opportunity for monetary gain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all for that. I'm all for that, and especially I'm kind of old school and traditional here. I do want college athletes to graduate. I do. This is going to be controversial, but I would love for Breece Hall to return just so he can get a degree at Iowa State University. Does he care about that degree? Probably not, because
I'm saying it now. Breece Hall is not back. He's playing the bowl game. Why?
Is he?
Probably to extend his record.
I didn't know that.
I guarantee you, it's to extend his record and make his stock look better.
You heard
everybody knows everybody knows we give him the ball. We give him so many carries for the sole reason of he's our best player.
You've heard this from me first. I was given info that he is not coming back. I was given info my source is I haven't talked
Greg
directly.
Mackey.
I haven't. No, well, my source wasn't Greg Mackey. My source was somebody else who has a direct connection with the athletic trainer. And
oh shit, my source is nope.
Yeah, so my source
so
is
I gotta stop there. So people don't lose jobs.
Yeah, I have been informed that, and I was informed during the final game of the year. Breece Hall's not coming back. He's going to the NFL. He's gone. I have been told that. And it's 100% confirmed. Like basically.
Confirmed that Matt Campbell is currently a front runner for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I mean, hey, with how many players entered the transfer portal for Iowa State, you would think, maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they think, oh man, Campbell's leaving. That means I got to leave too because I wanted to play for under Campbell. So
I think the funniest thing about all of those accounts that keep talking about how Matt Campbell's a front runner for this, Matt Campbell's a front runner for that. He's not going to talk to anybody until after the bowl game. Like he never has. He's outright told like. I used to be friend like I'm one of those people where like if I don't talk to people regularly, I don't call them a friend, even if we used to be friends. So I used to be friends with a former like assistant to Campbell, and they were the one that always took calls for Campbell, right? From major like anything. And they have them on staff. Literally every university has somebody like this on staff. They had them on staff for the reason of, for the most part, to tell, for the entirety of the season, from June all the way through up until the bowl game. They tell them he's not interested right now. You can call back after they're done playing.
Even after they've been done, he's reportedly declined an interview with the New York Jets, and he's reportedly declined an interview with the Detroit Lions too.
The Giants apparently refuted that.
Sorry. I said the Jets. I said New York Jets, right? I meant New York Jets. If I didn't say New York Jets, I meant New York Jets and Detroit Lions.
The Jets never refuted it. The Lions said, no, we never asked for Matt Campbell. I fully believe that they did. They just didn't want to be embarrassed by a fucking Iowa State coach.
Well, here's the thing. We have talked with somebody who still has a direct connection to and a direct line to Matt Campbell. And he has stated that, quote, Campbell has a lot of connections to the NFL. I assume he has connections to some organizations in the NFL, such as the Detroit Lions.
Well, that's one of them. He definitely has connections to Chicago Bears.
Yes.
Green Bay Packers. Philadelphia Eagles. New Orleans Saints. You know what those connections are?
Well, the Chicago Bears would be David Montgomery. The Green Bay Packers would be Allen Lazard. The Philadelphia Eagles would be Hakeem Butler. The New Orleans Saints would be Dylan Sainer. I don't think they have one with the Arizona Cardinals anymore because Hakeem Butler was with Arizona, but then he got cut after the broken hand.
Actually, he got cut 3 weeks after returning to training camp as a rookie. And you know what the funniest thing is? They hyped him up on their Twitter account the day that he got cut.
Lovely. Well, that's a clear disconnect between the social media manager and the organization. That happens a lot, though. That happens quite a bit.
But you have a 6'6" wide receiver who's fast as fuck. Are you not going to hype him up?
I hyped him up.
Hakeem Butler should make it in the NFL. If he does not, like genuinely, if Hakeem Butler does not make it in the NFL, somebody fucked up. And I mean that genuinely. Somebody fucked up because Hakeem Butler is a freak of an athlete.
He can catch anything that's thrown his way.
Absolutely. People talked about how, like, Iowa State's going to suffer without Allen Lazard. No, we didn't. We had a better season without Allen Lazard. Why? Because we had Hakeem Butler and we utilized David Montgomery more. Suddenly we got smarter. Wow.
That was the season that David Montgomery didn't fumble the entire season. Technically, there was one fumble.
We had 0 fumbles. We had lost 0 fumbles until our bowl game. In which case, it wasn't a lost fumble.
It wasn't really a fumble.
They called it a lost fumble. Yeah. We had 1 lost fumble all season, and it was David. You're right.
I remember it was on the goal line.
Yep. And then we got the ball back and scored. And that was 6-fuck. Granted, we lost that bowl game spectacularly. That was the Camping World Bowl.
I thought it was the Alamo Bowl.
No, you're right. I was wrong.
Yeah. We don't.
We've been to a lot of bowl games.
We have a 5th straight bowl game, Cheez-It Bowl, which used to be called the Camping World Bowl. Which I have been to the Camping World Bowl. By the way, quick rant: don't go to the Cheez-It Bowl. Really, please don't. Like anybody in Iowa, because the Iowa Hawkeyes will be playing in the Orange Bowl later on that year, like a few days later. The Citrus Bowl? That is Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl is a New Year's Six Bowl, and it's in Miami.
Never mind. So it's going to be held at the same stadium. I went to that stadium in 2019. It is by far the worst stadium that I've ever been to. There's a reason I am not excited.
Been to Jack Trice.
Here's the people rag on Jack Trice. I like Jack Trice. I do.
Okay, I'm gonna say objectively, Jack Trice not great. Subjectively, Jack Trice is fucking amazing.
I can't really say because I've been in the student section a lot of times, and when you sit in the student section and you stand the entire time, it's not bad. But if you're sitting down, I don't know.
You're right.
I haven't really experienced enough games at Jack Trice Stadium sitting down in the bleachers to really understand it. But
I've been all over by choice because I typically would sell my ticket and then sneak in. So I'd find an empty seat wherever I could.
Corver, I'll tell you this. I believe I've never been to the Unidome, but
the Unidome sucks. I went to a wrestling tournament there. Right?
I would think that the Unidome is probably better than Camping World Stadium. Camping World Stadium, I think it's what it's called.
No, it would change now because Camping World lost the naming rights.
I think it's still called Camping World Stadium, to be honest. Let me look this up real quickly.
So nobody would have bought it then?
I'm going to look it up real quickly. Camping World. Let's see if it is still called Camping World. Yes, it is still called Camping World Stadium. They just didn't renew their rights to the bowl name.
Oh shit.
So anyway, like, honestly, I went to the Camping World Bowl, and never before in my life have I been so disappointed with a stadium. It is like, and I've been to Guaranteed Rate Field, which used to be called U.S. Cellular Field, the Chicago White Sox baseball stadium, and that stadium is not great either. But the Camping World Stadium is just. You ever feel like?
Disagree.
You ever sit down?
Bucks.
You ever sit down in a chair and just feel so unstable? Like that, those chairs at the Camping World Bowl are worse than the chair that I'm sitting in right now.
And it has no arms.
My chair has no arms. The back is falling off. Camping World Stadium, the concourse is non-existent. The concessions are limited. The concourses that are there, if you want to call them concourses, are not lit. They're dirty. It's just a bad stadium. If you're gonna go down to Orlando to party, by the way, if you have that kind of money, congrats to you. Please share. Flights are damn expensive, dude. I don't even think you should just go to the game. Don't even go, because that's
tailgate.
That stadium is really bad, really bad.
Tailgate buy a 30 rack,
dude. Go to your tailgate outside of the stadium when the game starts.
Watch it on YouTube TV.
Watch it on YouTube TV, or walk down the street. Walk down Church Street. Go to the Church's Chicken by the stadium and get some chicken there. I guarantee you that will be a better experience than watching the game at the stadium.
Church's Chicken is good.
It slaps.
Slaps.
So yes, I went down to the Camping World Bowl in 2019. The one where we got smacked by Connor Sally, I love you. We scored all of our points. Guaranteed to you, I'm not lying. We walked, we were hungry. We were walking back to our rental. We passed by Church's Chicken. Nobody's there. There's no line yet. We go there, a line starts forming. I guarantee you that just eating at Church's Chicken was more enjoyable than watching the game. And, maybe that's a little bit skewed because we got blown the fuck out. But I think even if we did win, Church's Chicken was just so awesome. So my advice to anybody that goes down to that bowl, don't even go to the game. Don't even go inside. Nope. That stadium is horrible. It's so bad by a long shot. And I've been to stadiums that were built in the early 1900s, and they were better than the Camping World Stadium. It's so bad. That's my gripe about that. Ski-Dap. Is this where we end so you can finish off volleyball?
This is not where we end. Why? Because what was I doing?
Watching volleyball.
Oh no, I was responding to Connor. That's it. I've got a lot of things on the plate. Volleyball, right? Volleyball is on in the background right now. Nebraska and Pitt tied at 1-1, 17-17 in set 3.
Enlighten people real quickly while I take my break.
I've also been texting I don't know how many people. Why? Because last I checked, I was running a business. Go Pete, do it. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm running a business. I gotta talk to a lot of people. I gotta constantly talk to a lot of people. I also gotta respond to chats and shit so I can help promote my shit. But more than anything, I gotta talk about Urban Meyer. Dude, what is Urban Meyer? Wow. All right, here we go. I'm gonna talk about Urban Meyer because his tenure as a coach, has been mind-blowing. First of all, hired Chris Doyle as the team's director of sports performance. He hired Chris Doyle as the team's director of sports performance. Not only was Chris Doyle a shit strength and conditioning coach, I can say that objectively because that's the industry that I work in. He's a shit person. Dude, what the fuck? Who hires a racist? Who hires somebody who's fired for being racist? All right, what the fuck? The fact that that's first on the list, like that's one of the biggest and first things on the list of things that people criticize Urban Meyer for, just blows my mind. He signed Tim Tebow as a tight end. Okay, Tim Tebow's gotten bigger. I'll admit it. He's gotten much more dense, and he looks good. He looks good. He definitely is in the realm of unathletic white guys that can only throw a football. They had drafted a running back in the first round. Yeah. They had James Robinson on the roster, by the way, as they drafted a running back in the first round. He openly admitted they wanted Kadarius Toney instead of Travis Etienne. Why would you openly admit that you wanted Kadarius Toney over Travis Etienne after you had drafted Travis Etienne? Why? Jason, I'm on a rant. Don't interrupt. We're talking about Urban Meyer. He told reporters that they cut players due to their vaccination status. The NFLPA had already negotiated a deal with the NFL saying that they could not do that. Andrew, fuck you, dude. Daft Punk did not break up. They merely epilogued. He had an open competition for quarterback. Urban Meyer had an open competition for quarterback. Very open with media about it. Between Trevor Lawrence, and Gardner Minshew. Who's on the roster right now? Who's on the roster right now between those two? He kept CJ Beathard over Gardner Minshew. And he had Gardner Minshew as the second string. What? What? They lost in week 4 to the Cincinnati Bengals. And his fucking rejected quarterback, Joe Burrow. Beathard can only run the football. We both know that. He's like a short gain Eric Crouch, AJ. Come on. Short gain Eric Crouch. But no, seriously though. Meyer did not travel with the team after they lost to Cincinnati, and the quarterback that he did not take in Joe Burrow, right? And then he got filmed with a fucking co-ed in a bar that he's a part owner of. Wow. Isn't that something? God fucking damn. He called his assistant coaches losers. That's a fucking take and a half. I'd never call Jason a loser. He is a loser. However, sorry, he's back on the call. I see you smiling. You get it. Okay. You get the joke. You get it. Okay. Okay. Whew. He benched James Robinson.
To be fair, you would actually call me a loser though, but I shall pause here.
No, you're good, man. You're good. We're right at the end of the list because after benching James Robinson, Urban Meyer kicked his kicker. Why would you kick a player?
By the way, I am going to interrupt here because when we say kick, and because when I read this initially, I thought he meant, he just cut him from the team. No, he physically kicked him.
Yeah, no, he physically kicked his kicker. Clap and a half, right? And then said, hey, oh my God. I'm so glad that we don't censor our podcast. Because this quote needs to be uncensored for it to actually have, like, the impact that it is. Hey, dipshit, make your fucking kicks. Urban, you make your fucking kicks. Win games, Urban fucking Meyer. He went 2-11 in the NFL and told somebody who makes millions of dollars, be better. Millionaire tells millionaire, be better. Jeff Bezos tells Warren Buffett, be richer. Holy shit. The fucking, if that ain't a fucking irony cast skillet to cook that fucking egg on his face, I don't know what the fuck is. Jason, you're allowed to speak now.
To be fair, I'm a very big proponent of always being better, but there are ways to say be better.
Always be better.
There are ways to say be better.
Always be better. I'm trying to be better right now.
And one of them is not. You don't
Kicking
tell somebody to be
player.
yeah. What you don't physically kick them in the way.
And then say, "Hey, dipshit, make your fucking kicks."
Did you hit on the point though where he said apparently like I'm the ball coach, I could do whatever I want, because I guess the kicker went back on him and said like hey, treat me with some respect or something like that.
That was not listed. Genuinely was not listed.
Yeah. There are multiple reports that this happened, that the kicker did say like, hey, treat me with respect, and I guess Urban Meyer said, I'm the fucking ball coach, I can do whatever I want or something.
I fully believe that he said that. 100%.
I believe too.
Because Urban Meyer, like, he's a college coach. He's a college coach. College coaches can say that shit. Do you know why?
Because donors fund them.
Not even that.
Buzz.
I would argue. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to John Calipari's ESPN 60 for 60.
That name sounds familiar.
John Calipari, head coach of Kentucky basketball. He was the former head coach of Memphis. Memphis, under him, 2008. Made the national championship game. Got runner-up with Derek Rose as their star player. That season, he leaves. Why does he leave? Well, believe it or not, Memphis, about a month after after John Calipari leaves, under investigation because Derek Rose did not take his SAT. Somebody took it for him.
I remember this.
Kansas beat nobody in the 2008 national championship game.
Wait, did
So
okay?
because every win was vacated, including all of their tournament appearances, because they didn't win any games.
I want to actually see if I can find this. So keep on talking. I want to see if I can find this on the NCAA website. Like,
I think that they list the teams.
I want to see if they actually show old brackets. So I will do that. I'm gonna mute my mic to avoid some click clackety.
But like, oh my god, John Calipari's ESPN6 documentary that he had made about him was called "One and Not Done," because he kind of created the trend of one and dones, which, fair enough. Chase the bag. I always say chase the bag. You know, they deserve to get the money that they've earned. If they get drafted after 1 year, they deserve to get the money that they are being offered. I fully believe that. 155%. Not 200%, 155%. But like, what was this? Oh yeah. No. What was the connection between Urban Meyer and John Calipari?
Quick side note here: the actual NCAA website. This was updated May 7th, 2020. Has the full bracket and actually has Memphis listed. But
which makes sense.
But they have an asterisk on there next to Arizona, Memphis, and Southern California, and with the footnote saying their participation in 2008 tournament vacated. But I'm surprised they actually list that there and don't just be like for any WWE people there, Chris Benoit. I'm surprised that they actually. I thought they were going to do something like that where they just kind of completely erase everything.
It makes sense. I can't remember what the original. Oh yeah, college coaches are able to do more because in John Calipari's documentary, he talked about when he was the coach of the New Jersey Nets. And he was so mad at his players. He was genuinely pissed at his players, and I would be too in this situation because they wouldn't dive on the ground for a loose ball. They wouldn't dive. You know, they weren't giving it their all for that loose ball. And they said to him, "I'm a fucking man. I don't have to fight for that shit. What do you mean? I get paid for this. I don't have to fight for that." That makes sense to me. That really does make sense to me. You get paid to play a children's game. When was the last time you played basketball, like, competitively, Jason?
Dude, it's been... I wouldn't be able to tell you when. Like,
Third grade
I wouldn't even be
YMCA.
able to tell you the last pickup game I played.
Third grade YMCA.
Definitely later than that.
You know, 8th grade AAU.
Before
if
that.
you even made it to that level.
Before that. 6th grade is when I stopped playing.
6th grade.
I was
when you
complete
stopped
ass
playing.
cheeks, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But did you give it your all?
I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't know. I think maybe at the time, yes, but looking back on it, yeah, you know, I don't need to go down that road.
Yeah, at the time, absolutely you gave it your all. That's all you had that day, right? When you're a grown-ass fucking man, when you're LeBron James...
LeBron James. I had to. I'm sorry.
You're going to try... LeBron James.
I had to.
You're going to try and play but when you're LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, when you're Julius Randle, when you're fucking Obi Toppin even. You know, I hate that Obi Toppin's on my team. I'm going to say that. Hey, fucking love you, Andrew. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Hey, see you.
Like, when you're a grown-ass man, when you're making money off of playing a children's game, you're not going to give it your all every night. 82 games a year. That's a lot of games. Andrew, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fly to Hawaii, and I'm going to amogus you.
Blah, 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 Twitch algorithm, blah, 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 Twitch nothing, blah, 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 Twitch algorithm, blah, 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 audio jungle.
Hey,
stay safe. Please stay safe, Andrew.
Just if he gets mogused at 3 a.m., it was me. 100%. But like seriously though, if I'm a man with a family, or trying to make a family, trying to make a career, I'm not gonna risk anything. Dive on the ground? No, absolutely not. Could seriously injure myself doing that. And you say, oh, the chances of that? No, the chances of that are better than nothing. So I'm not gonna risk that. But so Calipari, fails as the New Jersey Nets coach. Comes back to college. Suddenly, kids are willing to risk everything for every single possession of the ball. Assistant at Kansas. Gets a call. Head coach at UMass. Gets a call. Head coach at Memphis. Gets a call. Head coach at Kentucky. That's where he is right now. He'll retire there. I'm damn fucking sure of that. He understands the game way better than people think. He knows what he can pull, what he can't pull, right? Urban Meyer knows now. He knows now. You can't tell somebody, hey, fucking dipshit, make your fucking kicks, when they're getting paid money to be there.
Buzz buzz.
Buzz buzz.
By the way, we lost a follower during the stream, and I know exactly who it is.
Damn, I hope it was Sanch dressing.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what, but yeah, whatever. I know exactly. I know exactly who it is, and you could guess who it is. I'll just leave it at that.
Text me because I don't want to guess. Anyway,
Starts with J.
Oh, Gabbage Heap. Damn, sucks to suck. I guess.
I'm very sure that you're joking with that. I know. You know.
Yes.
Exactly. You know exactly.
I literally the fucking.
Not sure why, but yeah, it is what it is.
Anyway, I'm sure why, but whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Anyway, no. With a college kid, you can insult them 100%. Why can you insult them? Because that might be what motivates them. That genuinely might be what motivates them. And they're a kid. Right? They don't have that extrinsic motivation to be there. So you suddenly give it to them. That might be it. That's why Urban Meyer could do probably. I would be willing to bet a lot of money that Urban Meyer did what he did in Jacksonville, at Ohio State, at Florida. I'd be willing to bet he fucking smacked Aaron Hernandez. I don't know how many times. He might be why Aaron Hernandez had such bad CTE. Wouldn't shock me in the slightest. Just fucking bop, 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 bop. Don't be a fucking idiot, dickwad. Like, come on. You know, it's the kind of thing. Urban Meyer is a fucking anomaly more than anything. He blows my mind. He owns a bar. Convinces a co-ed to grind on him at that bar.
I didn't know that was his bar. Okay, that's new.
I think he's a co-owner. I think he's a minority shareholder. I think he's a minority shareholder in that bar. Apparently, I sound like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh. What? Okay.
Also, was just told we both have great hair.
I am so
Actually,
lost.
your hair right now, pretty fucking sick.
It needs to be washed.
maybe.
I feel gross.
But like how it looks like overall, how it looks right now, actually really good.
You haven't seen the side though. That's the problem.
It's pretty good overall. I gotta admit.
Well, I think it's time we have reached the stopping point for this stream.
It's kind of reached a weird climax, right? Because
As they always do.
we really didn't have a lot to talk about.
We've been so busy. I mean, I doubt anyone really wants to hear about an embedded system. And
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
College sports is fucked, right? Pro sports is where it's at, and if you want actual like, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want truly competitive sports in the same vein as college sports, you want to look at pro sports because college sports is pretty fucked, and the SEC proves that, in my opinion.
yeah.
The SEC, Ohio State, and Oklahoma prove that. That's where I'm at when it comes to college sports. Mainly football is the best example, but it's all a big thing. And this episode was just kind of supposed to be,
Catch up, I guess.
I would argue a slight revival because we're going to be recording. Here's the conclusion. I'm sorry, Jason. I'm kind of taking over here. So the conclusion to the season of season 3 will be recorded on Sunday. I'm gonna make Jason record it on Sunday with me.
That wording was lovely.
Yes, it's like nope, not gonna say that word. Not gonna say that word. Nope, it's consensual, but definitely forced. Because
Just
last year's
move it on, please. I don't
conclusion
want to think about that. Let's move it on.
last year's conclusion was so good. The Christmas episode last year was amazing. Absolutely fucking loved it.
New Year's, we abandoned the Christmas episode because we were way too tired.
Oh shit! No, the Christmas episode was ass. Actually, no, it was. The
I
New Year's
have that.
episode.
I still have that on my computer. We were just way too tired.
Perfect, amazing, absolutely, dude. That week was ass and a half for me.
We were falling asleep.
I don't even know what the fuck it was.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I put us off track.
No, it's still on the same man. I don't know what the fuck it was. That week was just ass and a half for me. I was like, whoa. But I think we recorded that the 23rd.
I believe you're right.
It was a couple days before. Like I think it was between 5 and 2 days before. Somewhere in there.
Yes.
But like, man. Anyway, we're gonna be back with season 4.
3.5, 4. I don't know exactly what's going on.
We're gonna be back with season 4. We might even skip season 4 and go straight to season 5. Nah. Fuck season 5. We're gonna do season 4. And we're gonna do it right. Why? Because your boy is gonna make sure that we do season 4 right. I'm gonna do my absolute best to bring more people on. Whether it be on the main show or not. We're gonna bring more people on. We're gonna make the show better. I promise you that. Jason, guaranteed, is going to be busier. Why? Because he's finishing up at a fucking P5 school. Fuck yeah. AAU P5. Get fucked, Nebraska. We're like, Jason's fucking killing it IRL. So we can't guarantee that he's going to be here. But I will be. I'm going to make sure that shit happens. Absolutely. Can't guarantee it's every week like we do now. But when we do, make sure that you're absolutely notified. Hit the bell button. Follow us at J_Wrangle33. My man tweets the most amazing stuff. I don't know when the last time he tweeted
This
was
is a
because
damn
I don't
lie, by the
follow
way.
him.
This is a damn lie.
Because I don't follow him. That's a lie. I definitely do follow
follow him. You don't have to follow me at Skidap. The podcast Twitter account. I need to give the credentials to Jason because one, not signed in on my phone. Believe it or not, I got a new phone. I got a flip phone, guys. Look at that. My
That's
phone
sick.
folds. Fuck you all. I'm better than everybody. My phone folds. Come on. I'm better than you all. Jason's speechless right now.
I'm not gonna lie. If I were to get a new phone, I would get that same phone.
The Z Flip 3 is only subpar when compared to the Z Fold 3. Because the Z Fold 3 is bigger. Obviously, bigger is good. We can't deny that in the current age of smartphones. Same length, When my phone's unfolded, it's the same length. Because this is actually slightly bigger than my last phone, which I have right here.
Anyway, let's before we get I will
not anyway.
I will
Here's
say
the thing. Folding phone, I'm better than you all. I haven't signed into all the Twitter accounts. Don't have the underqualified Twitter account signed in yet because I don't want to go through the pain of recovering the password and whatnot. Because it's not super fun with Twitter. But when that Twitter account is back, Jason and I will both have it. It will be considerably more active. I promise you that. And more than anything, hey, we love each and every one of you that tuned in tonight on twitch.tv/crunchbar33. We love each and every one of you that have listened to us on any of the platforms that we're available on, which include everything that you might listen to podcasts on. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon. Doesn't fucking matter. We're there. Why? Because we made sure that we're there. Because we love you all. More than anything, we want to spread not only our voices, but others' voices. If you want to be on the podcast, direct message either Jason at J_Wrangle33 or me at Skidep on Twitter. If you don't want to be on the podcast, that's good shit. You're listening to us. That's all that we ask. You can support us on Patreon at no, fuck you. We're not gonna get a Patreon. We're not. But you can join our Discord. Link is in. I can't say in the bio because it's not in the Twitter bio. I'll tweet the Discord link. It'll be good for a week as of this episode going out. This episode will go out on Friday at 2 p.m. Central. Are we standard right now?
we are in standard time.
Okay. This episode will go out on audio platforms at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll also go out on YouTube at the time. YouTube.com/bunch of fucking letters and numbers. Just search Underqualified Podcast. I think we're the first one that comes up now.
We are. Yep.
Big fucking purple U.
Not anymore.
No?
No.
You didn't.
It's you.
Oh. Sick. Is it still purple?
No, it's white. It's basically a condensed version of the logo that you see above my head right now.
Oh, it's our real logo.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get it or did you steal it?
It was sent to me.
So you got it.
I actually have it, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. We love you all. You all mean the world to us. And we would like to thank our sponsors for the night, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Cyclin Strength.
I don't want to be sponsored by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm fine with being sponsored by them now that they got Urban Meyer fired. Anyway. With that, all I got to say is roll clones.
Roll credits. Please stay safe and enjoy the holiday, please. You guys have a good night. Bye-bye.